What up, YouTube? It's your man, KDB Sports and Entertainment, knocking down another video, man. Do me a favor, hit that like and subscribe on your way in. Now, with all the talk of the town, boy Tank Davis versus Jake Paul. In my opinion, all of Gervonta Tank Davis's fears, or worst fears, are going to come true if he loses to Jake Paul. And what I mean by that, some months ago, Gervonta Tank Davis was on a podcast and he was expressing to the podcaster, I forgot the guy's name, otherwise I would have gave him a shout out, but shout out to him. The guy asked him, what's your biggest fear, or something like that along those lines, and he was basically saying that he was afraid to lose because he was afraid to become a meme and, you know, people making fun of him, etc., etc. So now with this recent move of him ducking the boy Lamont Roach to fight Jake Paul, that can very well happen. And if that happens, I think he's going to retire. Because, I mean, let's face it, Gervonta is a good fighter, man. He's not a great fighter. That's yet to be seen, because he would not fight his contemporaries, i.e. Shakur Stevenson, i.e. Devin Haney. You know, not even the guy that a lot of people thought he lost to, Lamont Roach, which I thought he lost that fight. He won't fight them. And like I said, the recent duck of Lamont Roach and how it was stalling out, and the whole so-called domestic dispute that looked like it was fraudulent, like it was planned out that way so that he can duck out and fight Jake Paul. It's not a good look, man. And if he loses to Jake Paul, like I said, it's gonna be bad for him. It's gonna be humiliating for Tank Davis. And rightfully so, because he should have just stepped up and fought Lamont Roach and just took the L, because I don't think he can beat Lamont Roach. I'm real adamant about that. Lamont Roach just has his number. And it happens. That's the sport of boxing. But, see, maybe this was what Floyd Mayweather and them knew about Tank. Tank ain't got no heart. This is why they never matched him up with Devin Haney or Shakur Stevenson, even though they sparred, and maybe they saw that then, or back then, that yeah, he can't beat those guys, because those guys are boxers, and they can outthink him in there. See? So, yeah, man, I think the boy, it's going to be a hell of a humiliation ritual. Jake Paul is basically going to, you know, he's going to be on top of, he's already on top of the world, because he's in boxing. He's, you know, not really a good boxer. He got a good right hand. He got some skills, but the man is not an elite fighter at all by any means. By any means. So Tank Davis being a legitimate boxer, doesn't matter if he's small. See, none of that matters. Just like it didn't matter when Deontay Wilder was fighting Tyson Fury, and Tyson Fury was 300 pounds. And Deontay was like 215, 220. Tyson Fury way bigger than Deontay Wilder. None of that mattered when, you know, Wilder lost to Fury in that third fight. None of that mattered when he was cheated in the second fight. So, likewise, none of that's going to matter when it comes to Jake Paul versus Tank Davis. Jake Paul's probably going to get a lot of credit for it from the casuals and then, you know, the mainstream, of course. Yeah, man, it's not going to be a good look, man. Now, it's reported that he's going to get like $200 million for the fight, which I call cap on. You know, I call cap. It's more make-believe stuff by the extreme Tank Davis fans to try to justify this move. You know, he could have got that. He could have got, not that, but he could have got 40 million, 50 million from Turkey to fight Devin or Shakur. See? So I think he thinks he's being clever by fighting Jake. And maybe they're going to have something rigged up to where they're going to just be in there dancing around and not really hitting each other. But I think it's going to be the latter. I think Jake Paul is going to be trying to take off Gervonta Tank Davis's head, like I said. He's going to try to get that knockout. That highlight reel knockout, so Jake Paul could become a meme, or not Jake Paul, but Tank Davis could become a meme. You know, they can post it on the YouTube channel. They could, you know, because the Paul brothers are good at the YouTube thing. That's why they're popular. So yeah, man, this is gonna be bad, all bad for the boy Tank Davis when he gets up in there with Jake Paul. And even if it's a dull, still fight, he's still gonna get criticized for it. And I'm just curious to how that's gonna look like at the weigh-ins, the face-offs. You know, Jake Paul towering over Gervonta Tank Davis. It's gonna look weird and goofy. It's gonna be obvious, like, dude, this dude is a little dude fighting a big guy. But that shows you how rigged the sport of boxing is. And like I said, I can't be mad at Jake Paul because of that, because he, you know, like I said before, see a fool, play a fool. He saw a market, he went over, and he's making money off the casuals, off the boxing fans, you know? People are going to tune in and watch it. His fans are going to tune in and watch it. A lot of the hardcores are going to tune in to watch it. Everybody's going to watch it, whether they hate him or not. I don't even like Jake Paul like that, but I'll watch it for free. But yeah, anyway, I just had to come in and give my thoughts on that, man. It's your man, KDB Sports and Entertainment, man. I will catch y'all on the next one. Peace.